Vicky here with you, and today we're making some cards, but we're making postcards. I wanted it different. I didn't want to do the same thing I did last week, which was the cards for my friend, so I decided to go and make some postcards that I could put in my Etsy store because I don't have any left. So I already cut out the cardboard, which is basically recycled cereal box or other type of box of the kind. That's my preferred means of making these, and I always have quite a lot, so that is that. And I stamped it with my stamp for postcards. By the way, if you're interested in that stamp, it's no longer available with the wood, but there is an acrylic one, and you can find the link to that on Amazon in my description box below. If you click my Amazon favorites, you will get straight there and you can purchase that acrylic stamp. It's from Penny Black, and you don't have to search it because I already did it for you. Then I lined these up already with some file folders, so it's basically just a regular file folder that I've used, and I decided to go with an autumn theme, so I'm gonna go with these oak, and so that's gonna be what's gonna be the subject, and it comes from this book, and I've torn a bunch of stuff from there. Like, that's the book that I tear out stuff from. I also take some inspiration for when I'm drawing some flowers and that sort of thing. And I thought we could use some papers from this. It's a big recollection all-season paper pack, and I don't use it enough. So I really want to use some of it. Oh, that could be pretty. Will this be pretty with this? That could be very pretty. So I'm going to pull one out because I was thinking, whoops, and I cut it all wrong, but anyway. I was thinking of using this one here, which has a really big pattern, but obviously I don't use it. Oh, I could have used that, but nah. There's the orange. That could be cool. But I was thinking of this here, because there's this big pattern here, so I don't use it anymore because of the fact that I don't really do scrapbooking anymore. When I bought these, I was doing a lot of scrapbooking, and for card making, these big patterns, they're not as it's not as obvious and as fun to use. So I think we're gonna go with these two, and I've got some sentiments from Tim Holtz. I also pulled out a book that we can tear some pages out, and we can use that. So let's get going. Which ones do I want? I think this one for sure, because it has, and I usually tear these, so I don't know why I'm wanting to cut. And I think I'm going to leave the text, the French text. Might be fun, because basically it describes what type of oak it is and where it can be found. So there's one. I like that one, so I'm going to tear that one. I need 5 because my set is going to be a set of 5. And if you're interested in those postcards, you can find the link in the description box below to my Etsy store where you can purchase these. They're not going to be one of the more expensive type of cards because I'm using pre-made images and I'm not using my own background papers and that sort of thing, so hence the fact that it's not as expensive. Try to keep these more cheaper, and they're really not expensive to mail out either. So if you're interested in getting a little piece of something from me, that's a good thing. The other thing I think I mentioned in the past is I usually anybody that has purchased anything crafty from me usually gets a Christmas card mailed out. So just in case that's something that you like. I know in the past everybody seemed to like that I do that. So I think I'm going to continue. So 1, 2, 3. Some I might have to remove some of that because it's otherwise they're all going to look pretty much the same. Or unless I take one of the smaller ones. Maybe I can take a smaller one. So they're not all the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then these I'm going to keep for some other project at another time. I have some place where I put all those images that I've torn already. Okay, I want to use some of this because I think it'd be really fun. I'm thinking maybe I should do this first and then a strip of that on top. So let's see. Where's my pencil? I'm gonna go and do that, and then if I was to do this, it would be here, and then it would be here. So we'll cut it this way first. And then I'm going to cut it in strips. I don't need my big guillotine for this. I'll take out the smaller one because it's easier to maneuver, I find. Okay, so I could actually do both at the same time though. I just line it up properly. Here we go. So that's recycling bin. I'm trying not to go crazy with all the scraps, guys. Really trying. Okay, so then I've got 1, 2, 3, and then I need 2 that are going to be this size, and the other 2 panels I will be putting in the other panel I will be putting in the bin, my scrub bin, which is right next to me. I did have some of this too that could have been fun to use. Just little leftover pieces, just in case I want to line up, like add some dimension or whatever. I don't know. Probably not, but just in case. And cut this. So I've got my 5 strips. That beside me. It's not even the table I've got next to me, it's the garbage can that I'm using as my holder for this. Whatever works, right guys? I'm not fussy, I just want stuff to be close to me. And even though my desk is big, it's kind of hard to reach all the way to the top, so it needs to be stuff needs to be right next to me. And hence that. Also have a portable table that I could use, but I didn't think of it. One of those TV dinner type of thing. One thing I would love to find is one of those old TV dinner metal ones. I would really love to find one of those. I'm really into mid-century and that sort of thing. It just brings back memories. Not that we had any of those when I was a kid, but still, I don't know. It just, probably because it reminds me of stuff I wish we would have had and that we didn't. And I saw at other people's house, and now I would like to have it in mine. I don't know if you're like that. If you have some memories or things that you want to get just because you didn't get it when you were younger. Go. That's that. And then whoops. And in case you're wondering why I put so much glue, it's because whoever gets this, if they want to mail it out, I want the postcard to make it to the other place and not lift and get torn in the mailing process. I've gotten a ton of postcards and they always make it through, so just in case you're wondering, because I know that some people wonder, will it really make it through the mail? And it does. So just in case it's something that interests you in knowing, especially if you're new to my channel, you might not have seen, because in the past I've done giveaways and people would have to mail me a postcard, and a lot of people just mailed out the postcard as it was, and it always made it fine. And what's fun with postcards is you don't have to put like, it's not an oversized item, so it's just a regular standard mailing envelope stamp. So if you're sending international, obviously it's going to be an international stamp. If sending it to the US, it's just regular US stamp, and so on. So I'm thinking I want to put some vintage photo maybe around the edge of my images, just to give them that extra added interest. Here we go. So we've got all of these done. Now I want some strip of this because I just think it's pretty. So how are we gonna put this? This one is big, so it's gonna have to be kind of like that. And I don't think I'm going to use a book page because I already have some book text here, so it's going to be enough. But I need some little dabber, one of those little handheld dabbers. Remove some of that from the top, and here we go. I think I'm going to put it like that. And like this. That would be pretty. I know some people collect my postcards and they never mail them out, but some do purchase my postcard and actually mail some out, so it's very cool. Whichever way you feel. I know that when I purchase stuff from other artists, often I don't end up, well, depending on what it is, even if it was something to be shared, I'm not sure I would, because, you know, I just like to have it and be able to look at it and display it or be inspired by it. Just gonna glue this little piece down because I've got a feeling it's gonna lift up. Here we go. And so you can use just whatever glue stick you like. I just like the Pritt one. I usually purchase these when they go on sale during back to school time. They get much cheaper. This year I still had a bunch, so I didn't really purchase any. Okay, so then I'm gonna take a sentiment. I think I'm gonna take the gold because it feels more like fall, more I don't know, autumnal. That could be documented. I like that. I like that a lot. And I don't think I need to put anything behind it. And here's the first card. Isn't that pretty? I really like it. I'm really pleased with it. Okay, then I have this one, which is also a big one, so cannot go on that side. But I could put it this way maybe, so that it'd be different. And maybe I can put the paper on the other direction. I don't know. I like using the same papers and same type of imagery, because especially when I'm putting stuff like this for Etsy, one of the reasons for that is I like it to be unified. And I find that using the same papers or the same type of imagery really unifies whatever you're making and makes it a set. So I've started the 30 inks 30 days, and my plan is to have some creative video for all you guys that don't like my inky videos, to have a video a day to go with at the same time. Some of it will be some alls because I've got some new items that I want to use and I wanted to share them with you guys. Some of them will be stuff that we'll make together, and some I'm waiting to see what you guys are gonna say, and based on that I will decide how I go. And so this week you will probably have more hauls because of the fact that I'm getting the stuff ready to be shared with all of you, and then we can get into it. I do have a lot of ideas. I just hope I can make it, and that you forgive me if I don't end up doing all those videos, because that's a lot of videos to put out. So I'm thinking This Happy Life would be a good one. I'm going to put it right over here. And I'm not going to edge these cards because I feel like black would not be the right color for them. So this one I'll put at the bottom. Or do I put it centered? Like that. Okay, so maybe I can do all of these. Oh, well, I don't want to do them right away, because if I cut the paper again, I'm gonna have to re-ink all the edge. So might as well just wait until I'm ready to put them on the postcard. It would have been useful to do them all, but if I change my mind or I decide to cut them down a bit, then I'm gonna be stuck having to re-ink everything. So, hence the fact that there won't be any gain of time in that case. Okay, so put that there, and then do this. So yeah, my videos are going to be all kinds of different type of things. I have some ideas of things I want to put in my Etsy store, so I'm thinking of maybe creating them with you guys present. And maybe come what may. So we can do those together. Maybe I'll come up with some ideas for gifts as well. Here we go. And so this one I'm going to put like that. And put this one like that. And see, yeah, that's exactly why I didn't edge it in advance. So I'll put that one that way. And then this is going to go into my bin with the rest of these because I didn't use them. Now we can edge both because we've got the layout of what we're going to do. As always, I always love to know which one was your favorite. It's always fun to read the comments because everybody has different opinions of which one is their favorite. It's rarely all the same. I guess it could happen, but doesn't usually do. So put that back. And so I'm really happy I've got to use these papers, which I've had in my stash for a long time. Really trying to use up stuff that's in my stash and be able to get use out of it. Even if it's in a different format than what was intended originally. Here, I'll choose the sentiment after. This is lifting. Just a little bit more glue. Okay. Oh my. And here we go. And for the sentiment, live this life. There's going to be one. And the other one. Remember the now. Here we go. Whoops! Crooked! Okay. That's better. So, here's that one. And here's the final one. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing me make these, and I'm looking forward to knowing which one is your favorite. You can go and purchase them in my Etsy store. The link will be down in the description box below. And I hope you have a great week, but I do hope that you come and show up for the videos that I'm going to be putting every day for you guys, because I'm doing this for you. So hopefully some of them will be something that interests you guys. So love you. See you soon. Bye.